He lived life to the fullest. He treated everybody with respect, the inmates, to the people he worked with, to our family. He was a great man. He'll never be dead.
Just look around you at Gamebridge right now. This is how much your father was loved. To have a service like this, with all the people that cared and loved for him so much.
It is indeed up to those of us who remain to follow his good example. And by the accounts of all who knew him best, John's is an example well worth following.
I love you, Dad. We all miss you so much. We always will. But we'll all stick together forever for you, man. So thank you guys. Love all you guys.
Thanks for inviting us in. It's now 6 o'clock, and tonight we want to honor the memory of fallen Marion County Sheriff's Deputy John Durm.
We are sharing the touching tributes at his funeral service, the people who came out to line the procession route, and the final ceremony at Crown Hill Cemetery.
We've got entire team coverage for you tonight, but we also want to keep you weather aware tonight at 6 because, as you see here, we've got a line of thunderstorms crossing central Indiana.
So Angela Buckman is in the Weather Center tonight, tracking those for us right now. Ange?
Jenny and Scott, we want to get you caught up with live Doppler 13 radar. Severe thunderstorm warnings, several of them, all associated with this line of storms moving from north to south across central Indiana. We are under a severe thunderstorm watch that goes until midnight. One of the latest warnings issued for northern Marion County until 6:15 because of this severe storm that is coming out of the Westfield and Zionsville area, reportedly producing hail anywhere from pea-size to ping pong ball size. So just stay weather aware. Hail seems to be the biggest threat. I'm going to do several storm tracks on these warnings, and remember, basically we have warnings up and down this line of storms. We've got the one that will come out of Zionsville. It's over Zionsville now into Williams Creek, so just north of Broad Ripple in the next couple of minutes. We'll go north and pick up the cell that's in Noblesville. This is headed into Lapel in about 3 minutes, Ingalls in 13, Pendleton in less than 15 minutes. We'll go to the north, pick up the northern extent of this line. We've got one that will go into the Edgewood area in 6 minutes, and the western extent, we've got a severe storm coming out of the North Salem area. This will work its way into Danville, Brownsburg, and Avon next. Again, hail appears to be the biggest threat. Avon, it heads your way in about 10 minutes. The severe threat will continue off and on for the next couple of hours as we track this line from north to south. Should clear central Indiana just before midnight. Severe thunderstorm warnings will continue to have you covered this evening.
Angela, thanks so much. Tonight we are honoring fallen Marion County Sheriff's Deputy John Durm. There was a ceremony for him today at Gainbridge Fieldhouse here in Indianapolis.
And our Lauren Kostick was there to witness an outpouring of love and support.
Inside Gainbridge today, there were moments of laughter and moments of sorrow as hundreds honored a lifetime of service that went far beyond the badge.
The outpouring of tributes over the last week, including this ceremony, are a testament to the impact John had on our city.
Hundreds packing into Gainbridge Fieldhouse to remember a humble deputy and devoted father who served for almost 4 decades in Marion County.
Let us channel our grief into a renewed determination to create safer neighborhoods and to continue to build bridges between communities and law enforcement.
His 4 sons also sharing stories of what made him so loved.
He was a good man. He lived life to the fullest. He treated everybody with respect, the inmates, to the people he worked with, to our family. He was a great man. He'll never be dead.
And outside, a sea of support as members of law enforcement lined up to salute the fallen hero, thanking him for his years of service and sacrifice. And Gainbridge Fieldhouse also holds a very special meaning for this family. Deputy John Durm was a huge Reggie Miller fan, and today his jersey was on stage, and he also gave a very special video tribute. In Indianapolis, Lauren Kostick, 13 News.
Well, Deputy Durham was laid to rest just a few hours ago at Crown Hill Cemetery.
And Emily Longnecker was there for that final tribute. Joins us live tonight from Crown Hill. Emily?
Well, Jenny and Scott, so many emotional moments here today, especially at Crown Hill Cemetery, where friends and family said their final goodbyes to Deputy John Durm. Here is just one of them. Take a look. The 3 volleys from 7 rifles during today's service for Deputy John Durm, all of it in the Heroes of Public Safety section, where Durm was laid to rest. Those who knew and loved him best called him Johnny. Now he is remembered as a public servant who gave his life in service to his community. And an emotional day here for everyone who knew and loved Deputy Durm. So many people remembering his wonderful sense of humor and how he made them laugh, but so many more remembering him as a devoted father. Jenny, Scott.
Yeah, a deputy and a great dad. Emily, thank you. Between the funeral and the burial service at Crown Hill, many Hoosiers came out to line the procession route to pay their respects to Deputy Durm.
Our John Durham stood with them today and shares their stories for us tonight.
Deputy Durham's final 1042 radio call happened right here, just outside of his workplace, and colleagues came out to show their support for a man who gave 38 years of service with the Marion County Sheriff's Office and made the ultimate sacrifice last week.
Deputy John Durm, Sheriff 333, his 1042. He has gone home for the final time.
A fellow sheriff told me Durham touched every corner of this building, and it showed. We saw fellow deputies, jail staff, custodial staff, even judges in full robes out here with their hand over their heart. One woman told me she's known John for decades and works at the Community Justice Campus. She says this was a healing moment after last week's tragedy.
The judges, the sheriffs, people from all over the state showing up for this man. He was a good man. I knew him in the 80s. I worked with his brother on court line, and the support of the state, the city, the county, just the neighborhood people. We felt like, you know what, I couldn't enjoy a day off without coming here and expressing why we're here.
John served 38 years here with us, so obviously he touched a lot of lives. He worked in a bunch of different divisions, and he was a great guy to work with. Always had a nice word to say. We would joke around about hunting and fishing. He was a great outdoorsman. He will definitely be missed.
And throughout the afternoon, even after the 1042 radio call, people have been stopping by this recreation of Deputy Durham's transport wagon to show their respects. In Indianapolis, John Durm, 13 News.